Hey people, what's up? This is a quick review of my Trek 7.4 FX Hybrid. Some refer to this bike as a commuter bike, others refer to it as a fitness bike, but primarily it's called a hybrid. And for those that don't know, they refer to it as a hybrid because you have the straight bars and more of an upright riding position of a mountain bike versus that of a road bike, and it also has the slimmer, skinnier tires of a road bike versus the larger, fatter tires of a mountain bike. Okay, so I'm not going to bore you with too many technical details of the bike. You can always refer back to Trek's website for a complete listing of the components and technical aspects of the bike. I'm just going to give you my experiences with the bike, given that I've had the bike at this point 2 years now. I purchased the bike in 2014, late 2014, and I've probably ridden it upwards of 1,000 miles at this point. I've ridden on city streets, um, trails packed with gravel, trails packed with sand, and so I'll give you my thoughts on the bike from that aspect. Let me start by saying that I could not recommend the 7.4 more. Um, the bike is an excellent all-around bike, especially for those of you who are looking to purchase a bike to commute back and forth to work or to run errands around town. The bike, first of all, is extremely light. It's built with an aluminum frame and a carbon fiber fork. So if you're one of those people that live in an apartment and you have to, schlep your bike in and out of the apartment, up and down stairs, this bike would be ideal for you. It also comes with built-in mounts for adding a rack or a water bottle. So again, excellent for those of you who are looking to commute or run errands around town. It also comes with a 27-speed Shimano drivetrain. And again, I've had this bike for 2 years now, and I've had minor issues with it. Nothing major, just some minor tweaks that I made on my part. So I don't think you can go wrong if you're looking to purchase a bike to commute or run errands with, or getting exercise on the weekends. Again, it's a great all-around mid-level hybrid bike. Okay, so one of the first tweaks or changes I made to this 7.4 were installing new pedals. The pedals that came with the bike, the stock pedals, are horrible. They're cheap and they're mostly plastic, and they started to fall apart not long after I purchased the bike. So I went to a local bike shop and I purchased these. They're called Black Ops. I think that's the name brand, Black Ops. And these pedals are excellent. Um, they have a much wider stance and a lower profile. Some would consider these BMX pedal. Um, but again, these are an excellent pedal. They come with like gripping pins um, that you can replace, and they actually, when you purchase the pedal, they come with extra pins. I never lose grip with these pedals. It's an excellent pedal, and I'll leave a link in the description to the where you can purchase them on Amazon. Okay, so here's the rear derailleur. It's a Shimano Dior. I've had no issues with this rear derailleur. The shifting is smooth. I have not had to adjust it in any way. I've had no chains come off on me. I've had to take the rear wheel off several times, and after reinstalling, shifting was just as smooth. So it seems to be a solid derailleur. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, it's equipped with a carbon fiber fork. Along with making the bike lighter, they say that the carbon fiber fork dampens the ride. It dampens rough surfaces. I truly cannot attest to the fact that it makes the ride any less rough versus having a let's say a steel fork. They say that it does. I honestly cannot tell the difference, but I can attest to the fact that it is lighter. It's a much lighter bike than that of my steel frame with the steel fork. So whether it's worth the extra money or not is up to you. Okay, so here's the Bontrager saddle, and if you've read or seen any other reviews on the 7.4, you'll know that the major complaint about the 7.4 is the saddle. People speak of how uncomfortable it is, but I have to tell you that I'm 6'2", 250 pounds, and I have not had an issue with this saddle. It's not uncomfortable to me, and I ride a lot of times upwards of 25 to 30 miles at a clip, and this saddle hasn't been an issue for me. So I would say that those people that feel that the seat is uncomfortable need to just ride more. Okay, so the 7.4 comes with Bontrager hard case tires, and although I never had an issue with these tires, I still replaced them primarily because the Bontragers have no tread on them. They're more of a road bike slash racing tire. They're a smooth tire. I purchased these Kendas here on Amazon, and I think they're actually called the Kenda Quest Commuter Hybrid tire, and they get excellent ratings on Amazon, and I'll leave a link to where you can purchase them at on Amazon in the description below. Okay, so one of the last tweaks or changes I made on this bike was replacing the grips, the handlebar grips. The 7.4 actually comes with decent grips. They come with the Bontrager Satellite ISOZone Elite grips, but for me, I have large hands, so they really weren't adequate for my hands. So I replaced them with the Ergon GP1 grips. I actually have these on another hybrid bike I own, and they're excellent. They're excellent grips, and I'll also leave a link in the description below to where you can purchase these grips. Okay, so one last thing before I end this video. One of the changes that I'll be making in the near future that I have not gotten to as of yet are the brakes. The brakes that come with the 7.4, the stock brakes, are garbage. They're about as bad as the pedal. They're the Tektron linear pull brakes. These brakes are horrible. They constantly need adjustment, and once you adjust them, it's not long before you're having to readjust them, and they just constantly fall out of adjustment. I've had this issue with another Trek hybrid I have, the 7.2, and I actually had to replace those with Shimano linear brakes, and those brakes come right out of the box balanced, ready to go, and I have not had an issue with those brakes. So I'm going to be installing those brakes onto the 7.4 as well, and I'll also leave a link to where you can purchase those brakes as well in the description below. Okay, so I hope you found this review of the 7.4 useful, and if you did, please like and share. If you have any questions, include them in the comment section below, and I'll answer them as soon as I can. Thank you.